Okay, good morning, everybody. Okay, so today what I'd like to do is to continue with this Qigong training. I will definitely come clean and tell you that I am not so good at this. I'm learning by some videos that I've seen on TV. I go to YouTube, I go ahead and watch it. I even rented a tape from the library. So I'm learning a little bit more about it. And there's a few things that I really like about it. Number one is it's a really comforting and soothing way for our nervous system to kind of slow down. In some ways, it's almost like a movement meditation. So it's kind of like a little bit of a mindfulness movement that I really like. And I want to share that with you. It also, as I'm experiencing more and more, and I'm relating it a little bit more to what we do in athletics. And one of the things that I've been able to do is to, when I'm hitting a baseball or bouncing a basketball, shooting a basketball, I'm able to kind of figure out what part of my body I need to maybe work on to make the movement a little bit better. As if it was a golf swing or something, what is happening in my different parts of my body to see if I can self-correct. Okay, this is one of the reasons why you have a coach, because the coach can look at what you're doing, and it's pretty hard to go ahead and do that by yourself. But I think if you train yourself, you can do that. And the cool thing about Qigong is we're moving very slow, so you're getting an awareness of how your body is moving through space. I'll demonstrate in probably about 10 minutes exactly how we can do this in some of the athletic movements that you already know. Okay, but bear with me. I think there's really a lot of value in this, and you'll see some of the carryover. So let's get started. The first thing I want to do is to just do some deep breathing. Put your hands on your belly. Breathe in through your lungs, of course, and the last thing, I want you to feel your breath, your belly going out a little bit as it fills up with oxygen. As your diaphragm goes down, your belly goes out a little bit. And then when we expel the air, exhalation, definitely tighten those stomach muscles and get all that air out. Okay, that's why I want you to put your hands here, okay? Okay, breathe in and out. That's where you can really feel the belly contracting and coming in. Ready? Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Feel your belly. Out. One more. In. Out. Contract. Okay, let your hands come up. Breathe in. Push down. Bend your legs. Breathe in. Come on up. Breathe out. Push down. Breathe in. Out. Push down. Breathe in. Come on up. As you go down, your knees bend. Go out. Now we're doing this really slow and deliberate, and let your mind focus on the movement, on your breath, on your knees, on your hands. Good. All right, let's do a little bit of warm-up that we've done in some of the other warm-ups. This has nothing to do with Qigong, but we're going to do nice, slow little circles. Let them get a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. And you'll do them slow, so you can feel your arms, feel your shoulders. Let them get a little bit bigger. Okay, real big circles. Slow, big circles. Okay, now eventually your hands are going to cross in the front. Real big, slow circles. Okay, let's go the other way. Big, slow circles. Okay, make them a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. Slow. Very small circles. And hold them straight out there. Remember a couple classes ago we talked about the Bahira point or choice point? I talked to you about the feeling of discomfort versus pain. So if anybody's feeling pain, stop. But what you're probably feeling is some discomfort in your shoulders. And that's okay. So the Bahira point is, well, it's that choice point where you make the choice whether to stop or to continue, whether to do an action or not do an action. Okay, so those kind of Bahira points happen throughout the day, all day. Right now, it's happening right now in your shoulders, and you're going to make the choice. Is that discomfort too much for me? Should I stop? That's up to you. I'm starting to really feel it. I don't know how long we've held it, but it's starting to get pretty discomforting to me. So I'm going to stop. Okay, shake them up. Okay. Let's do the Qigong movement where we start with our arms, our hands up by our chin. One hand goes up, reaching up, and the other one goes down. So we can inhale, and then they sweep to that starting pose again. Got it? So inhale, one hand up, one hand down, meet in the middle. Meet below the chin. Let's do the other one. Up. Nice and slow. If you'd like, close your eyes and see if you can really feel what your arms are doing. Alternate hands, one up, one down. Sweep into the center. Continue. Okay. There was another move that we did the other day where it was simulated bouncing a basketball. So we have the basketball here, and we moved over here, and we pretended like the ball was coming up like this. Right? Just that's exactly what happens in the basketball movement. It comes up like this. So go to the other side and let your arm come up. Now, if you remember, the way that we learned how to bounce a ball was not to slap, was to let it come up and then push it down. So we're just doing this in nice slow motion, as if we're kind of going across the body. You could go ahead and do this, which would be okay. So go from one side. Let's practice 3 dribbles on one side. And go to the other side. And bend your knees. Let them come up. Okay. Now, here's what I'd like you to do. As you go into the one side, lift your leg up. You're not going to do this when you bounce a basketball. Okay, let's incorporate a yoga movement. Let's go ahead into the tree pose. And let's work on our balance. Where do you feel some of the things that are happening in your body? I can feel that my toes are really trying to stabilize my balance. If you don't have shoes on, you can really feel that. Go to the other leg. That's the part of my body that's really trying to help my balance out, is my toes. Okay, that's good. Bouncing the ball, we did that. Okay, there's a move I just learned as I'm watching a few more tapes and learning myself, it's a punching move. Okay, but we're going to, instead of punching with our fist, which I really don't like to do, let's just go ahead and get the feel of pushing. Okay, instead of punching, we're going to push. So your hands are at your hips, palms facing out. One hand goes out. Now, when that hand comes back in, it's going to pull in. So we're doing the opposite things with each hand. So we push out, pull in. Out, pull in. Pull in, push up. Focus your attention on either the right hand or the left hand, or just generally both. Now, what you can also do is breathe out as you come in with the left. Breathe in as the left goes out. Either or, any combination like that. So you can try to match the breath with the movement. Okay, the last one is, let's go back. Remember we did the basketball one where we moved to the side? There's another one that goes a little bit higher. This is called Wave of the Ocean. So we're simulating a big wave that arises in the ocean and it falls. And we move our hands as if we're holding a ball. Okay, from one to the other. Now, what else are you noticing? What's happening to the transferring of my weight? It's going from one side to the other. Okay, so here's what I just discovered. This is a great way, these Qigong movements, is to learn how to go ahead and do just about so many different athletic moves. So let's just think about throwing the ball. Think about the mechanics of it. We start with the ball up here, about ear height. Moving it away from the ear, you don't start here, about here, okay? We stand sideways to wherever we're going to go ahead and throw. See how our time is. Okay, now watch what happens. We're going to do this in ultra slow motion. You don't do this when you go ahead and throw. Everything happens so fast. But if we can break it down to a Qigong kind of movement, I think you'll really learn how to go ahead and throw the ball more effectively.